Okay, so that's Ethan Klein. Check out Ethan Klein, H3H3 Production. Ethan Klein. That's XQC. Check out. Oh, if you don't know who the beautiful Canadian is in the bottom left corner, quit living under a rock. Go check him out.
I genuinely
I can't
have forgiven her.
I can't hear shit. By the way, if you're... He's very self-conscious about it. He has a tick where he has like a thing that he does. It's uncontrollable, so just don't mind Ethan, okay? Give him some slack.
I'm moving on, and it's water under the bridge. I don't want to see anybody being... I'm being dead serious. No, let's not be nasty to her, guys. This is it. Okay, it's over. We won. That's it.
It's sad that even Ethan Klein has to man up and be the adult in this situation per the usual. Because you can't expect these fucking idiots online to do it. So you have to be the better person. You cannot be like them. You have to be better. Unless you're Asman.
Right? So let's just move on and thank her. Thank
you. Ethan for being the better person.
For infringing
I'm being dead serious. Please do not.
The lawsuit was not frivolous. When I said the lawsuit was frivolous and based on misogyny, it was to garner sympathy, protect my own reputation, and retaliate against the Kleins. This lawsuit has given me a greater understanding of copyright.
I wonder why they would decide to word it like that, because that would make it seem like Ethan was the antagonizer here whenever it was clearly her. I'm not a big fan of how that part was worded. I feel like they should have, like, went over that part a little bit more. Because I just don't, I mean, maybe it kind of makes sense, but I think Asman was right whenever he said it, like, the whole retaliation of Ethan suing her. And, like, that's not where it started, though, and I don't really like how that's worded. It could have been, like, my retaliation to Ethan's retaliation from them suing me and me using their copyright material. I feel like that would have been a little bit better of a way to word that, though I don't know how legally optimized that is.
People's copyrights and the importance of protecting copyrights in the online content.
Chat, what is the opposite of a victory lap? Chat, what happens when, you know, when a victory lap is like you wave to the crowd like, yo, we won, you're just good, what is the opposite of that? What is that called? The walk of...
It's a little bit of this.
Shame. Content creation.
Bro, like, this is worse than the walk of shame, bro. Like, this is just, I could never imagine. Like, I'm sorry, dude. If you fuck up this bad, and you're really under the impression that you didn't do anything wrong, yet you're so willing to settle, it's so so distasteful.
It is important for the entire content creation community.
Boy, she was ready to walk on that hill, but she damn sure wasn't ready to die on that hill. That's for sure.
Intellectual property rights of other creators, and
ooh, look at that smile on Ethan's face, boy.
Going forward, I also want to make clear that I did not receive any support, financial or otherwise, from Hassan Piker. Hassan never even reached out to me privately to offer words of support. Speaking honestly, I found his indifference to my suffering hurtful, especially after he hinted he might help me behind the scenes. It felt like he
oh, damn, they both laughing now.
Public from helping me without providing any.
What did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen when you took up an alliance with Hassan and Frogan and Denims? What did you think was going to happen? You saw these big-ass content creators knowing full well what kind of bullshit they were spewing out on the internet, and you just decided to take it right up with them, didn't you? Completely blinded by the fact that none of those people are going to align with you. You can tell real quick whenever the bullets start flying whose ideals are the same as yours, because whenever you see them trying to put a bullet in the back of your head, you realize who your allies really are. You gotta stop using this fucking virtue signaling pussified culture, because whatever, the lights come on and the roach scatters. It's so tasty.
As to the GoFundMe money, to the extent there are any remaining funds after I pay my attorney's fees, I have agreed to pay the remaining funds to the Kleins. The funds will not go to anyone else, including Denham's or Frogan, to defend their lawsuits. For the record,
Bro, Ethan, you gotta put a fucking, you gotta frame that money, bro. You have to frame that money. You have to like get that, like, you have to tell her you want that shit non-digitally. You want that shit like printed in ones, and then you gotta like fat stack that shit, and you gotta like frame that shit or like box it and put it on a wall or something. You got to. You gotta take like a picture of that shit, put it all over Twitter, and be like Kaceytron's fuck up across the top of the box. You know, get that shit like LED'd. And you gotta like plaster that shit everywhere. Don't ever let this person live it down, please.
Agreed to cooperate with the Kleins in their litigation against the H3 Snark mods for promoting my live stream to the extent that I am able. I will offer my support, including testifying under oath to everything I have just stated, to help their cause. I also want to take the opportunity to acknowledge other misconduct and bad behavior I have exhibited online.
And this affects XQC because XQC had an ex that was trying to take 50% of his income because they were together for a long time, and she was the one gassing that ex up. And, well, needless to say, XQC won.
The death of
Yo, I don't give a fuck how big the lawsuit is. If somebody sues me for everything I have, I'm battling until bankruptcy not to do this shit. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Somebody sues me for fucking $7 billion and is gonna bankrupt 10 generations after me. I'm not doing that. Crazy.
The death of Asmongold.
Amen to that. I kind of feel the same, bro. Like, this is... Whoo, this is rough. The amount of mental fortitude or the lack of giving a shit. I wonder how much marijuana she had to smoke before she did this. Must have had like 2 crates of that shit in order to do this.
Was inexcusable. I should know better because I have 3 disabled people that rely on me. Moving forward, I will do better. I also want to apologize to the crew of the H3 podcast, particularly AB and Olivia.
Yeah.
I apologize for calling them cowards for not quitting their jobs. That was a shameful attack on 2 people who deeply care about Palestine and Palestine.
How many? Oh my brother, this is like the Oscars when they name every person on earth.
I mean, like, in a sense, this is kind of like vigilantism. Because, like, Ethan had to take this into his own hands because the police aren't going to do anything. So what else are you going to do? Like, seriously, what else are you going to do?
Did they make her say?
People. AB, along with his wife Lena, have done more than I have ever done for the Palestinian people, including raising over $100,000 in charity.
Okay, dude.
Made Palestinian lives better, and my online antagonism and trolling has not.
Yeah.
I apologize to Ethan and Gila personally. I have said extremely mean and cruel things about both of them, particularly my misogynistic attacks against Gila that never should have been said. I also want to acknowledge
UC verse X
problem of anti-Semitism in leftist spaces. It should concern all of us. I condemn it and will not participate in it. To that end, I wish the Kleins success in enforcing TED Entertainment's copyright.
Boy, I wonder how much of the cheek she had to spread to lick that asshole. I wonder how much of that cheek, how much she had to spread to get up in there and give it that kiss.
The legal rights of online content
creators.
W.
Yo, that's good. A win for reacting.
Sit on that for a sec.
Shame.
Yeah, don't, yo.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Yo, don't smile. Ethan, don't smile.
Don't smile, Ethan.
Don't smile.
Don't smile. Yo, W. Ethan Klein. W. Ethan Klein. WXQC. LQ, Kaceytron. That's what's up. Hell yeah, boys. Hell yeah.